Hello, friend, and welcome back to Season 5 of Sparking at Your Marketing podcast. I'm your host, Beverly Cornell, your brand clarity fairy godmother. And in the first episode, we talked all about how clarity is the key to unlocking your confidence. And today we're diving into consistency. So we've got clarity, now consistency. This is the magic ingredient that makes it all come together. Now, I know what you're thinking. Consistency, Beverly? Really? That sounds incredibly boring. Trust me, though, I get it. But here's the thing. Consistency is the secret sauce behind every successful business. It is the unsung hero that gets you results without needing to be perfect every time. So let's go back to the story of the Wizard of Oz, shall we? The cowardly lion didn't suddenly gain courage in one big moment. It was one small heroic act at a time that transformed him. It was his consistent bravery. He faced his fears little by little, over and over again. And he didn't wake up one day and bam, he have all the courage in the world. No, he practiced it. He built it. And every time he acted despite his fear, he built a little bit more confidence. And that is exactly what consistency does for you. It builds your confidence piece by piece, action by action, showing you, hey, I can do this. Every time you show up consistently, you are proving to yourself that you are capable. And the more that you prove it, the more your confidence grows. So why does consistency matter? When it comes to building a brand, there is no singular magic moment when everything simply clicks and starts to work. You don't wake up one day with the perfect plan, the perfect product, and poof, confidence magically appears. No, consistency is what gets you there. Consistency means showing up, even when it's hard, even when you're not sure if anyone is listening, even when you feel like you're not seeing the results yet. That's when you're building something solid, because consistency is the foundation that holds everything together and gets you out of your comfort zone again and again until the circle of confidence has grown so much you can never go back. Clarity plus consistency equals confidence. You know that feeling when you post something on social media and it doesn't get as many likes as you hoped, or when you send out an email and it feels like you're talking to an empty room, you hear crickets, and it can feel really discouraging, right? But here's where consistency kicks in. It's the little wins, little bitty steps that add up to the big wins. It's like putting one brick down every day until you've built the foundation of your house. You're not seeing instant results, but every piece of content, every post, every email, every action is part of the bigger picture of the home that you are creating for your business. The more that you show up consistently, the more your audience will start to take notice. They'll recognize your voice. They'll see your message. They'll see your values. And trust me, the more visible you become, the more confident you will feel. So how does consistency create momentum? Here's where it gets really good. Once you've been showing up consistently, you'll start to notice something amazing happens. You start building momentum. Momentum is when things start to feel effortless. You no longer have to force it because your consistency has created a flow. You've practiced it enough times now that you know the system, you know what you're supposed to do. Things start clicking and your confidence builds even more. And before you know it, you are riding the wave. So all those little steps is like going up the mountain, and finally you get to coast down the mountain because you've done all that heavy lifting, all that work to build the confidence, all that consistency, all the clarity to get to the top of the mountain. You get to see what you've accomplished, and that confidence just grows as you get to ride down the mountain and enjoy all the hard work that you've done. Momentum makes everything feel easier. Every time you take an action, whether it's posting on Instagram, reaching out to a potential client, or launching a new service, you are building momentum. And that momentum is what propels you forward in business. Here is your challenge. Pick one action that you have been avoiding. Maybe it's posting on social media regularly or sending out your newsletter, and commit to doing it consistently for the next week. It does not have to be perfect. It just has to be done. Every time you show up, you are building that momentum. Remember, it's not about doing it all at once. It's about showing up over and over again And every small step that you take, every action that you make will get you closer to where you want to be. I want to take a moment right now and acknowledge the consistency you've already shown in your business. You've made it this far, and that in itself is worth celebrating. It is hard to be a business owner. It's hard to be an entrepreneur. It's hard to do all this stuff by ourselves. So you've done a lot of work to get here, but your confidence that you want, that you need, that you deserve is built through consistent action. And I want you to walk away knowing that every small step you take brings you closer to the vision you have, the goals you have for your business. So next part, the last part of the 3-part series on confidence and clarity, we'll talk all about momentum and we'll take your confidence to the next level. You don't want to miss it. But until then, keep showing up consistently and trust that the confidence that you are building is leading you to bigger and brighter things. Thank you so much for tuning into the Spark and Ignite Your Marketing podcast. I hope you found today's conversation or activation to be something clear and actionable that you can take back to your very own business. If you found this helpful, I'd love it if you take a moment to share your thoughts in a review. Not only does this help us see what's working and what you'd like to hear more of, but it also helps other business owners just like you find the sparks that they need. And if you know someone who could use today's tips, why not share this episode with them? A little inspiration can go a long way, and together we can help more people simplify their marketing and make their business shine.